This is not financial advice. I just hope you bought your oven mitts, baby, because it's about to get hot in the kitchen. Now, don't invest in companies you don't understand and don't believe in, because if they dip, you not gonna buy the dip, and then you gonna sell low and be right back here crying to me, and I'm not having that. And the family on live, they not having that. So if you can't handle the heat of these hot stocks, then stay out of the kitchen and consider investing in the index funds. Now hit that like button to show your boy some love. Hit that notification bell to stay tuned. Put some gorillas in the chat. Let's get straight to the point. Subscribe to the channel. Let's talk about it, family. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Oven mitt check. Let me see if you got them on. Let me see if you got them on. Show me some oven mitts in the chat, baby. Let's talk about it. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. Ric Flair. Woo! Let's talk about it, family. So, let's talk about this right now. So, we got some people in the chat already. Let's talk about it. Let's get it. Let's get it. So, I don't got all day. You don't got all day. It's Saturday night. Let's break it down. So, okay. What I want you to know is this. We talking about AMC. Currently, AMC at the on this chart right here is $56.26. Okay. We got that. Oh, you know what? Before I even do that, let me let the Discord know. Let me let the Discord family know that we live. Can't leave the Discord family hanging. Can never leave the Discord family hanging. Discord family gotta know. Discord family definitely gotta know. If you in a Discord, shout out to you. Shout out to the Discord family. Shout out to the Discord family. Let's get it. Let me let them know. At everyone, I'm live. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. We got a few more people in the building. While we doing that, let's talk about it. Let's look at something that was spectacular today. If you watched my video earlier, major salute. Now we can go into some detail. Let's look at this together. Family, oh my goodness. When I seen this trade, this is one play. This is 40 million shares of Nio on one play. They spent $1.8 billion. This one need to be set out. They've got $1,879,200,000 on a single play. Somebody pressed a button, bow, and then guess what? Almost $2 billion went from their account to this one. That's crazy. Yo, let me tell you, Nio is a banger. Nio is an absolute banger. Now, we've been talking about AMC. AMC is where the money is at right now. Let's not get it twisted. However, let me know in the comments, how is my sound doing right now? How's the sound? The sound is good? The sound is good? Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Okay, sound is good. Sound is excellent. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah. So, yeah, oh my goodness. At $46, somebody did a trade of 46 or 40 million shares of Nio. That's absolutely nuts. That's nuts. 40 million shares at $46. Come on now, the big dogs came out to play. And I told y'all in the video earlier that I did about this, that we looking at options, baby. We looking to get in on the options on Nio. Let's look. Let's see what's going on. Let's look at some of the options. So, okay. Let's look at some of the options. The most recent, let's see if we're looking at them all. Let's look at the calls. We're looking at the calls, and we're looking at them all. The highest one goes to 70. Okay. Nah, that's a lie. Because I got a $100 call. It's saying that we looking at them all. Maybe it's just out this far. Let's check. Let's double check. Let's put this one up. Let's put the July one in the tuck. Okay, yeah. All right. So you could do a leap for 100, and we in this one, and we already killing the game. Oh, I got a super chat. Let's talk about it. Let's not forget the super chats. Not leave nobody hanging. Shout out to my boy Scott, the current high super chat. He said, bro, keep being you, man. I love you. Love the videos. They're so helpful, making things so much simpler. I got you, family. I feel like everybody got their purpose in this world, and one of my purposes in this world is making this information digestible for the family so you can break down and see what's going on in the background. Just know that. Now, my boy Keith, he said this, and shout out to you for the super chat, Keith. He said, the market may be closed, but that don't mean education stops. That's right. He said, detective, I got my foot on their neck. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah. And he said, we here letting these hedges know, fam, we ain't taking no days off. No, because the people who are doing crime and doing all this manipulation on the market, they ain't taking a day off. Neither will we. Okay. Somebody else got in. Shout out to you. You're awesome. Shout out to you for giving me that super chat. I appreciate you for that. And I think you are awesome. I want you to know that. I appreciate the support. Love, I could tell who the real ones are all of the time. All of the time. Volume up, volume up. All right, let me try something. I turn the volume up a little. I don't want to break nobody's ears off. Oh yeah, we got the diamond hands, baby. Okay, so let's get to it. Now y'all can see my screen. We should be in full HD. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at the call options. Because now, when I just showed you that huge just one purchase on Nio, just one huge giant purchase for those of you who just got in, take a look at this. This huge one giant purchase on Nio. Where we at? Here we go. Giant purchase, or giant trade, let's call it. We got 40 million shares. 40 million shares. Some people don't even have 40 million pennies. That's a lot. What is 40 million pennies? Let me know in the comments. Divide that by 100. Okay, now 40 million shares, not pennies, not dollars, 40 million shares. That's crazy. Okay, so this is telling us that the interest is in the building, baby. The interest in this stock is in the building. But we already knew that even when this thing dropped, all the way down, guess what? We knew what time it was. Let's look at the day chart. Take a look at this. Back on January 11th. You should be able to see this. Yeah, I'm looking at the screen. January 11th, Nio was $66.99. Basically, this close, an ounce away from being $67. However, it dropped. It came all the way down to what we see over here. And let's look at this. We got it 35. Look at that. We got it at 34. Look at that. Oh boy, look at this, family. $30. When it got here, guess what? People was telling me, "Oh, Keenan, don't buy no more Nio." And I was like, you know what? It's time to buy a Nio call option. And we hit the home run. And we still got time to hit the next home run. Somebody got in the thing. Somebody said the unparent. So Monday is T plus 35 day historical for AMC. Biggest gains. Let's talk about it. Let's get it. Thanks. And shout out to Detroit too. Somebody said oven mitts on apes. Oh yeah, I'm trying. That's what I'm talking about. Oven mitts on the apes. Again, shout out to the super chats. So, okay, let's get into some of the facts. So, what I was telling you earlier, and I was telling you before, was this. I was telling you that you got to really watch yourself nowadays when you invest into a call option, right? Because what happens oftentimes is this. And let's check this out. Let's go back to, somebody said in the super chat again, Carlo, shout out to you for the super chat. He said it's risky to begin trading with options. It's volatile in a stock like AMC. Is it better to practice on another stock? So if you want to get in a less volatile stock, you already know how it is with the stock market. It's high risk, high reward. So for those of you who don't know, when you get into a call option, what you're doing is this. If you buy a call, you're betting that the stock is going to go up. So when you buy it, it's going to cost money. A call option is a contract. You buy the contract, and then the contract has value. The stock also has value, but what you bought is you bought the contract. Got it. You bought the contract. You in the contract, right? And as the stock goes up, the contract that you bought could also go up in value. Now, let me show you exactly what we did so you can say, okay, I see. So with Nio, for example, take a look at this, and I showed you this in the video before. It says the symbol, right? Look at this, Nio. What is the option that we got? We got a $100 strike. That's the strike price. We're saying basically that Nio is going to be $100 basically by January 20th, 2023, and this is a $100 call. Now, we bought the contract, but it costs money to buy the contract, so then your break even is usually end up higher than your strike price. So in order to break even on this, I would need Nio, for example, to go over 100, let's call it 110. So then I could pay for the contract, and then I have the money for the underlying stock. However, you might be asking yourself, it's nowhere near January 20th. How did you make money on this? Because the contract that I bought the contract when the contract was low, when nobody was worried about Nio stock. Everybody was saying, oh, it's going to 20, it's going to 20. And I said, you know what? hit the Discord up. I said, Discord family, we buying a contract on this. And then guess what? Now we up 25% on a $100 call. Even though the stock market is down, we making money over here, family. You got to know what you're doing. And then the Nio call for $30, October 15th. We already hit the home run. Now, to be honest with you, it's totally fine to get out of a call option. You can get out of a call option and then roll it into another call option because you say, you know what? You can't be greedy. You got to take the money you made and then put it into the next one. Put it into the next call option or buy the stock. Buy the stock. Karen Lewis, shout out to you. Said, proud of you, young man, sharing the knowledge with the community. Apes for life. Yes, yes. Let me see some apes in the comments, baby. Let me see some apes in the comments. Okay, now let's get on to some AMC talk. So I was showing you in the video earlier because, man, somebody actually got my comments. And they was like, Keenan, people have been telling me that the dark pool, this is a commenter, right? They said, Keenan, the dark pool, I'm hearing that it has no manipulation. It's nothing to do with manipulation. It's not impacting the stock's price at all. This, that, and the third. Why are you saying that it has something to do with the stock price being manipulated? And then I want to tell you this. It's not me saying this, even though I see it. It's one of the most official people in the game saying this. And I showed you this, and I'm going to show you this again. Take a look at this. Now, meme stocks, aka AMC, GameStop, so on and so forth, the vast majority of the order flow is trading off of the exchanges. This isn't Keenan saying this. You might find some expert or whoever you're talking to, and then they telling you that the dark pool price ain't really in fact impacting your exchange that you're on. But guess what? The president of the New York Stock Exchange, is telling you that the price formation is not reflective of what the supply and the demand is. Now, that's a way of saying, you know what? The price isn't really what it's supposed to be. However, it's because, and what did she say? Because order flow can trade off of exchanges, aka in the dark pool. She literally said this in the most political way that you could possibly say it. Now, shout out to that sticker. I appreciate you for that $10 sticker, $9.99. Much love, much love. I appreciate y'all always showing me so much love. I just want you to know I see you and I hear you and I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Just know that. So again, when people are telling you that the dark pool has no impact on the market, think of it just like this. When people are telling you the dark pool doesn't impact the market, even though the president of the New York Stock Exchange is telling you otherwise, right? Here we go. Imagine that you are trying to sell your phone, right? You're trying to sell your phone. Your phone is only worth what people are willing to buy. Your phone is only worth what people are willing to buy it for. So let's say that somebody walks into the room with you and you're trying to sell a phone and they tell you, you know what? You think this phone is worth $1,000. And then they say, I don't need a phone, so I'll buy it for $100. So you might not sell it, right? Somebody else walks in. Now you got two people in the room with you. Somebody is saying, you know what? I'll buy that phone off of you for $1,100. I'll buy the phone off you for $1,100. You say, okay, I'm ready to sell it for $1,100. And then a third person walks in the room and they say, no, I'll buy it for $2,000. So now you see the price of your phone is going up because you're going to sell it to whoever buying it for $2,000. And then somebody else walks into the room and they say they're going to buy it for $5,000. So now what is the value of your phone? The value of your phone is whatever people are willing to pay. So then it's just like with AMC stock, whatever people are willing to pay. Notice that I said more people are coming in, more people coming in. This means the demand is increasing. The demand is increasing and people are paying more and more and more for your phone, aka AMC stock. But what if, for whatever reason, the demand was cut off and it couldn't get to you? You only allowed to trade your phone in your room, aka on the public stock exchange. You only allowed to trade your phone on the public stock exchange, but then you find out a week later, 2 weeks later, that there's another exchange in another house that's not your house. And everybody over there, they ready to buy all of the phones. And they telling you, you know what? I'm ready to buy a phone. There's a lot of demand over there. The demand isn't coming to you. What does that mean? That means that you'll never know the true value of your phone because all of the demand is somewhere else. And on top of that, what they're doing with all of the demand over there is they're buying it up over there and then they're coming to you with all of the selling pressure. AKA, it's like they bought the phones over at another house. And then they bring 10 phones into your house. So now you trying to sell a phone for $1,000, but the person next to you, they ready to sell it for $900. The person next to them, they ready to sell it for $800. Now, all of these phones is bringing all of this negative down selling pressure. You know what? That's what they're doing at AMC Stock. They're buying a stock on another exchange, the dark pool, and the New York Stock Exchange's president is telling you all this demand over there, and then they're dumping it on us over here, and it's keeping the stock price down. It's keeping the stock price down. That's something you got to keep in mind and consider, and don't forget that. Super chat. Chris, I appreciate you for the sticker, big dog. Peace and love, family. Peace and love. Peace and love. Okay, now, let's keep talking about it, family. Let's keep talking about it. Let's not be manipulated, and let's not be nobody's fool. That's not how we get down. One thing I want you to remember that's super important is this. Take a look. So some of y'all don't really understand what short selling is, so let's break it down. So you got three main parties here, and I know that I'm in the way, so let me move this a little bit. You got three main parties here, right? This is what a short sell is. Notice that people try to convince you, and these articles come out where they say, you know what? You can't buy AMC stock because you're going to lose money on it. They keep telling you, don't buy it, don't buy it, don't buy it. Why? Because they're working on not getting short squeezed. Now, short squeeze works like this. You got a broker, right? The broker is the person or the entity, the institution. They have the stocks. The broker has the stocks. The short seller, this is the hedge fund. This is the hedge fund. And then the short seller, what they want to do is they want to sell you a stock for $10 like AMC. They shorted at 10. They sold it at 10. But guess what? They wanted it to drop on you. They wanted it to drop on you so then they could buy it back from you for $5. They wanted to sell it to you for 10 and then buy it back from you for 5, and then they get to put $5 in their pocket for every share, right? But joke's on them. The stock is all the way up at $60, but they still need to buy it back. They still need to buy it back, which means they are down 500, 600, 700% on their current positions. They're down 700% on a position. Now, what they got to do is give it back to the broker. And I want you to think of short selling just like this. Just wanted to say thank you for everything. Christian, I appreciate you for the super chat, family. Let me make sure I got to this last one too before it disappeared. Yeah, Chris, again, much love for the super chat, family. Okay, I want you to think of this. This is how it works with short selling to make it super, super simple for you. So simple for you. You got a broker, right? Imagine that the broker is, let's call it your dad. The broker is your dad. You are the short seller, and then your little brother is the market. So you got your dad, right? You got your dad, you got you, and then you got your little brother. You think your little brother is dumb. So what you want to do is sell him something that ain't worth what you're selling it to him for. Somebody said, Raptor, show some love. I appreciate you, big dog. I appreciate you. For the super chat, big dog. Much love, much love. So now, my guy, he said this. You got your dad who is the broker. You got you, the short seller, and you got the market. This is your little brother. You think your little brother is dumb. So what you're going to do is sell your little brother something for $10 that's not worth it, right? Remember, you picked this up from your dad. But your dad, he wants it back. He wants it back eventually. So what happens is you want it to drop on your brother, go down $5, right? Okay, but what if it goes up in price? You got to buy it back because it's your obligation to return it to your dad. Now, the short sellers, they have to do this. Step number 5 right here, they have to return to the broker. This is why with all of us, how do you make something go up in price? You make it go up in price like this. If you hold on and you're not willing to sell. Now, this is not financial advice. I'm not going to tell you that you need to hold on to all of your AMC shares. However, I'm diamond handing this for you. I hope that you made a good decision and putting money into this that you're willing to lose so that you could diamond hand it all the way. So, you know what? Let me get to the super chats again. My dude said, we appreciate you and your knowledge and your time. Much love, big dog. I appreciate you for the super chat. And Trina, shout out to you for the sticker, baby. Let's get it. Okay. Now, I want you to think of this. I tell you time and time again, don't put money into this that you're not willing to lose. Now, why do I say that? I say that because of this. Some people are overextending themselves. They're overextending themselves. And you got to think of it like this. AMC has a legit chance. Not that it's going to do this, but it has a legit chance. When you see how much down these short sellers are, it has a legit chance to basically go all the way up to 10,000, even when people say 100,000, 500,000. If the apes really were to hold on, if they were, this could totally hit those numbers. It might sound hard to believe. It could totally hit those numbers and then sort of cause a major correction on the stock market. But everybody would have to be on the same page. Everybody would have to be on the same page. Okay, let's say that we did that. Let's say, and let's use this hypothetical example. If everybody was diamond handing this and we was going to push it all the way to 100,000, imagine this. Imagine that you had 2 shares, just 2 shares. You didn't overextend yourself. it would be better to have 2 shares that both of them went to 10,000, both of them went to 100,000, than it would be to overextend yourself and buy 1,000 shares that you ain't willing to lose and then just double that, right? You buy 1,000 shares, double that, and the next thing you know, you doubled your money. But it would have been much better if you had 2 shares that both went to 100,000 rather than trying to get in and get out before the other apes do. That's not how we getting down. We trying to diamond hand this. So you only got to put money into this that you willing to lose. That's how it works. Chuck, shout out to you for the super chat, big dog. Hawaiian ape in the house. Shout out to Hawaii. Shout out to Hawaii. Much love, bro. Holding strong. I'm holding strong for you too. I'm holding strong for you too. Now again, somebody said people thinking it's reaching 100,000. That's foolish. Now I'll tell you this. They're saying that because hypothetically it's possible. Hypothetically it's possible. When you have a short sell, what happens is, and you have a short squeeze, this literally could happen. But the reason that people are saying it's not going to happen is because they think that people are going to cut out long before it went to its full potential. Long before it went to its full potential. You do your own research. You make sure that you not overextending yourself. That's what's important. But again, let's look and let's see and let's look at the dark pool, because we was talking about the dark pool and I heard it went up even more. Let me double check something. StockGrid.io. Is it StockGrid or StockGrid? Yeah, here we go. Dark pools. StockGrid.io. AMC. StockGrid.io. AMC. I'm hearing that the number on the dark pool is up. I'm hearing it's way up. Oh, it is up. It is up. Let me see if I can get this over to y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Let me just try this. See if I could. Okay, here we go. And my boy lost. He got me in the super chat. Let me see what he said before I lose the super chat. I don't want to lose these. I want to get to y'all because I appreciate y'all for showing love. Trina, again, shout out to you. Texan for life. Keena, you're an amazing person. I appreciate you. You an amazing person. Just know that. Shout out to you for the super chat. And lost, Brian Walker. Shout out to Brian Walker for the super chat. He said, I won't let you on the Patreon. You trying to shout out to apes? Yeah. So if you in the Patreon, right? Patreon is in the link in the top comment. All of my videos on this is in the description. And we got Raptor. Shout out to you, Raptor. I always see you showing love. Appreciate you. He said, guys, let's show this man some love, spending his personal time to help you make money. Gotta mean much respect, big. I appreciate you, big dog. In a Discord, you don't know how to do it. Social media. Discord is an app. Discord is an app, Raptor. It's an app. You download the app, and then you're gonna be in a whole community with the whole family. That's how we getting down. Okay. But let's look at this information that I just pulled up for y'all. Take a look. This is AMC, right? And this is AMC dark pool information. Notice that the dark pool information, one thing about the dark pool is this. It's kind of like a faith-based system where they get to do stuff in the dark, but then they are obligated legally to report it. But if you think about this, it's kind of like, and I'm not saying nothing about nothing, but it's kind of like with firearm reform or the Second Amendment and stuff like that, right? Think of this. When you make certain laws a certain way, the people who were going to break the laws continue to break the laws anyway. So then it makes you think, how is this law being enforced? You know what I'm saying? So with this, when you see all these people like these hedge funds and everything breaking all of these laws, and then you ask yourself, okay, the hedge funds are breaking the law. Maybe we should make the new laws. No, what you got to do is enforce the old laws and make sure that those things are being upheld so then they can start to respect some laws at all. Okay, let's look at this together and let's make sense of this. So this is the dark pool data that was reported. Notice, they're obligated to report, but they're obligated to not make synthetic shares, and they're doing that. So who's to say that they're actually reporting all of the shares? Here we go. AMC Entertainment Holdings, Inc., Class A dark pool data. Class A dark pool data. Take a look at this. It says the volume over here, the net volume is 22 million point. Look at this, 22 million. Let's go through the whole number. We got 22,262,348 shares. This is the net volume on the dark pool on the day. They picked up these shares. They bought these shares on the dark pool. But guess what they did with them? They dumped them into the market with you. So all of this buying pressure that's up here, let me see if I can highlight this. All of this buying pressure that's right here, guess what? It doesn't factor in to making the price go up. But then they dump it in to the market with us. And then it brings the price down. Now, this happened at the very last moment on Friday. This happened at the very last moment on Friday. And let's be clear on this. This happened on a very last moment on Friday, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Let's look back at AMC. Let's look back at AMC, and let's look at the minute chart, the 5-minute chart. Let's look back. Look at this. Very last moment. Look at this. From all the way from like 10 o'clock, 10:30 or so, boom. Half of the day, we was just running, and then boom, short attack. Look at this. Bow. Look at this. Isn't that crazy? This is like, what is this, 15? Was that like 3 o'clock, right? In 24-hour time? I'm not 100%. Yeah, it's like 3 o'clock or so, right? Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Oh, we got it. Yeah. Right? Look at that. Huge drop. Huge red candle showing a significant sell pressure. Now that's crazy. And when did this happen? This happened exactly like we just said. What they did was they bought all of these shares on the dark pool and then dumped them on a regular market with us. Okay. And then what did that do to their position though? Currently they're down 498 million shares. They're down 498 million shares on the dark pool. They're down 498 million shares. Family, do you understand? That we own 80%? We own 80% of the whole outstanding shares. That's crazy. We own 500 million shares of this, or actually, we own 400 million shares of this, and there's only 513 million. How are they down 498 million shares on it's like the dark web of the stock market. You could think of it just like that. And if you look at this, they're down 26 million. They're down $26 million. No, this is not million, this is billion. They wish it was million. They want to bring it back to million so then they can cover it at million. No, this is $26 billion that they're down on their position. And watch, as time goes on, they're just going to be more and more down on their position. And then they're going to have to cover, family. They're going to have to cover this. And this is basically worth the same amount as AMC currently is as a company. This is currently the same amount. It's like $26 billion, $29 billion, somewhere around in that range. That's absolutely crazy. And they keep digging this hole. All right, let me X out of this little tab right here, and let's go to another fact. Let's get to the facts like we always do. Somebody hit me in the super chat again. H-Town in the kitchen in the promised land. I see you there, Yasmin. I see you there. Just know, I see you there. 2,600 people in the building. Let's go. I want y'all to see this, family, because we got a big date coming up. Next week. Take a look at this. Now, you rock with me. You've seen this before. So it says AMC, the SEC is set to approve NSCC 2021-002 on June 21st. The SEC is set to approve this. And what does this do? It is basically like this. In all indications, it says that they're going to do it, right? But it says this will automate the process of margin calls on hedge funds if a daily report indicates that they are heavily over leveraged. Now, we got in AMC long before this. So, to be honest with you, many people don't know this, but what could happen if this is passed is something like this short squeeze that we can potentially get may never, ever happen again. This is why I was telling you this is a black swan event. Something like this may never, ever happen again. Why? because these automatic daily margin calls, it won't let them get into these deep holes that they're in. It won't let them get in. So, and this is June 21st, and I'll come back to this perhaps, but I want you to see how this may never happen again. Take a look at this. Let me X out of this, and let me open up something else. So, oh, you know what? I don't even have it there. I have it on my phone. I'm going to send it to my computer. I have it on my phone. I'm going to send it to my computer because this is important. This one is important. It ties in to exactly what we're talking about right here, right now. This one's important. Where is it? Squeeze, margin call. Where is it? Let me find this because I got to find this for the family. You know, I just don't have it in my heart to leave you uninformed, baby. I don't. Let's get it. Where we at? Man, I cannot find this thing at all. Where we at? You know how they getting on these dark pools too. I understand why dark pools are legal. I want you to know that. However, the way that they rocking with it, it's like nobody at all is paying any attention to it. Okay. So let me send this to my computer. Chinese EVs. There we go. AMC consensus among analysts. Nope. More fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I just got a million screenshots of AMC. I'm telling you, family, when I tell you I've been doing so much research on this that you would not believe, it's like I'm just banging my head against the wall thinking, how did this happen? And can I get some apes in the chat, by the way, while I'm looking for this? Can I get some apes in the chat? Because, okay, where we at? I must have deleted it. I just tell you how it go. Oh, I know who posted this. I know exactly who posted this. Here we go. I thought I lost it. I didn't lose it. He said, bro, you missed the intro. I got you, family. I got you. Just know, I appreciate you for the super chat, baby. My boy said I missed the intro. This is not financial advice. Nah, I'm playing with you, big dog. I'm playing with you. But here we go. Check this out. Not that. That's my thumbnail joint. Let me X out that thumbnail. But check this out. Because I'm just telling you how the SEC, they don't want this to happen no more. Like never again. And this AMC thing, this AMC short squeeze that we could potentially get, this might be the biggest one that ever happened if we all holding for each other. Now, again, this is not financial advice. I would never tell you what to do. I would never tell you that you need to hold. However, I want you to know that I want you to have life-changing amounts of money. So I'm going to hold for you. Now I sent it to my computer, but now I don't want to pop up. Here we go. This is it. All right. You seen this. Here we go. Shout out to the family. So, on average, short positions have been held for 46 days. Currently, it's about 47 days. But this indicates that the average short position is under $10. Just about $10. Why is that important? Think about this. After this SEC thing is passed, where they're making it so if you get down heavy on a position, you're going to get a margin call right away. In this case, when it got down, for example, let's say they had a short position and it went down and it got in at 10. And then boom, it goes to 20. AMC goes to 20. They down 100% on their position. They get a margin call that day. They would never let it go to 30. They would never let it go to 40. They would never let it go to 50, 60. So then something like this in the future may never happen again if that gets passed. And they always margin calling and they doing this every day. You might get a little baby short squeeze, but it could never happen again to this magnitude. Matthew, let's go. Matthew, shout out to you for the 8 super chat. Much love, big dog. Much love. Appreciate you. Traditional Development, shout out to you for the super chat too, family. I ain't forget. I see you. And then Gerald, here we go. Another super chat. Y'all showing me so much love. This is crazy. He said crazy corruption happening before we were born. This crap, is it going to stop? You know what, family? We trying to stop it. That's what we doing. That's what we doing right here, right now. We trying to stop it together. I got your back. I'm willing to stand on the front lines for the family. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to stand on the front line. Somebody was telling me, yo, Keenan, what you doing, man? You got to think about this, bro. This kind of dangerous. And again, I was saying, that's a good point. When you dealing with billionaires and possibly trillionaires who living in the shadows, living in the dark, and you exposing what they doing on a wide scale. I understand why you're saying that. Keen, I sincerely respect and appreciate you. Thank you for always being prepared. You know, we got to be prepared, not surprised, family. What are the 5 P's? Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Say it with me again. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Oven mitt check. Let me see if you got them on traditional development. Let's talk about it. Gorillas in the building. Chat, let's talk about it, family. Let's talk about it. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate y'all. Just know, I love y'all. I really do. I really, really do. Now, again, let's get back to this. Because this, when I saw this, and this data comes out literally every 2 weeks. This data comes out every 2 weeks about, here we go. Take a look at this. Every 2 weeks, this data comes out. Let me get back to Super Chat before I get into it so I don't lose you. Sarah, Ken Griffin sells remaining condo for 11. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. My bad if that whistle hurted your ear. It is what it is. So, yeah, let's take a look at this, family. This information comes out every 2 weeks, all or half of the month, 14 days, right? But then at the end of the month, you get them all. So take a look at this. Take a look at this. This right here is the failure to delivers. The failure to delivers. Now, what I'm seeing here is this. Let's start at the bottom. 2.8 million, just in one day, 2.8 million shares were failed to deliver when AMC was $10. It was $10. What does that mean? That means that the hedge funds, they should have picked up or if you do the numbers on this, that's $20 million. They should have just spent the $20 million and then delivered it when it was $10. But no, they didn't. And next thing you know, it's $9. And here we go, almost 3 million, 2.9 million failed to deliver again. They're failing to deliver. And I told you this in my video before this. Why are they okay with failing to deliver? They're okay with failing to deliver because the fines are so low. The fines are so low and the consequences are so low. And I was telling you again in my last video, you got to see what are the consequences of a fail to deliver. What are the consequences of a fail to deliver? So you know me, like I always do, I try to get all the way to the facts and look it up and see, okay, does this make sense? Does any of this at all make any sense? There got to be some consequences, right? There got to be some big consequences for failing to deliver. So then you look up what the consequences are on a fail to deliver, and it's 2 things. And the main thing is this. You get a fine, and the next thing after the fine is it hurts your reputation. It hurts your reputation. That's what it does. It hurts your reputation. When I heard that, I was thinking to myself, there's no way that they serious, that it hurts your reputation. I'm going to send this to my computer so you can see this, that this is the official joint, that it hurts your reputation. Take a look at this. What are the consequences for failure to deliver? So imagine that you went to a car dealership. And what happened at the car dealership was you bought the car, and then they say, okay, we're going to deliver it to your house. No. You know what we get delivered? We actually get furniture delivered. You go, because you ain't going to carry that in your car, right? Let's say you go buy a giant couch, like a sectional couch or something like that, and then they tell you they're going to deliver it. And then you say, okay, and then they supposedly going to deliver it on Saturday. You home, you waiting, you kicking back, and the next thing you know, they don't deliver it on Saturday. And that's a failure to deliver. And they don't deliver it on Sunday. They don't deliver it on Monday. None of these days they deliver in a couch, but you paid for it. They're supposed to hold up their end. But guess what? What if they never, ever, ever deliver it? What if they never, ever deliver it because they'll just get fined a quarter every day they don't deliver it just for a month? That's going to add up to being less than what you paid them for the couch. So then they come up on top. And look at this. It says, and before I even get to that, again, last time I was here, I was missing some of the super chats. I ain't gonna let that happen this time again. Exclusive, shout out to you for the sticker, $20 sticker. Much love, big dog. And my other person, $5 sticker. I appreciate you for that. Y'all showing me so much love. I want you to know. And somebody said, Keenan, your ex put you on. I'm sorry that y'all broken up, but shout out to your ex, even though that sounds weird. Now again, y'all don't necessarily have to send me super chats if I appreciate you just being here to learn with us. I want you to know that. I care about y'all. That's why I'm on here right now. And I plan on going live when the market is open in like a week or maybe a little after that. go live then, and then chop it up with the family, see what the market price action. But again, let me check this one out. David, wow, that's a big super chat, dog. Major salute, family. Much love. He said, not trying to spread FUD, but I want to get your take on day traders hoarding AMC. Do you think it's possible it could ruin us? Please read the super chat and your thoughts. All right, so the day traders. So again, in all stocks, no matter what it is, there's going to be day traders. There's always going to be day traders, and they're going to be in and out the game. It's no way to avoid them. However, luckily for us, there's so many just apes that's ready to hold it down that we still making it happen, and we actually converting some of these day traders into apes because they see the potential too. They see the potential there too. David, I appreciate you for the super chat. Much love. Much love. And traditional development, shout out to you again for the super chat, big dog. All right, now I want y'all to see this because again, this is crazy to me. This is absolutely crazy to me. It says this: what are the consequences for failure to deliver, aka you buy a stock and then they don't have the stock, so then they can't really give you the stock? Is this: fail to deliver occurs when a seller or a buyer does not meet the traditional obligations before the settlement date, aka you told them deliver it in 2 days. That's the time frame. They're supposed to give you a stock and your ownership in 2 days. But guess what? The party who failed to deliver the cash or securities, this is the stock, on the other side of the trade can face financial losses like fines. Financial losses like fines. Keep in mind, for example, Citadel, for example, legally, they were fined $10,000 for millions of failure to delivers. They got fined $10,000. That's way better than having to pay $1 billion, right? Okay. Or damage to their reputation. Damage to their reputation. Let me tell you, I said this at the end of my last video. The people who are doing this, they already sold their soul for diamonds and gold. They're not worried about no reputation. Who cares about a reputation? In their case, when, you know what? They thinking stuff like this. They thinking reputation don't pay the bills. They thinking integrity don't pay the bills. Who cares? I'd rather have $1 billion than any kind of respect. And then they'll step on you to get up another level. They'll step on you to get up another level. And I'm not having that. That's what I'm talking about, family. You know what I'm saying? And somebody else, man, appreciate y'all, man. Just thinking about this stuff, it get me, ooh. Just thinking about this stuff. Man. I'm telling you, this stuff, when you just thinking about it, it burns you up inside. I'm telling you. Especially when you doing it, you following down the rabbit hole and you seeing where all of this stuff is going, where all of this is taking you. You know what I'm saying? And again, I said this in my last video, but I want to just reiterate this and make it clear so we could put this in a perspective for the family. AMC, this is the closing price every Friday. So I want you to imagine and project out, because this is not a chart, but this is basically charting a upward trajectory, a higher trend, right? So look at this. May 17th is 9, and then we got all the way to June 18th. It's $59. $59 a share. Now, that's a huge uptrend. That's a huge uptrend. We've been in an uptrend for a while. So when you think, okay, it pulled back in the day, what you got to do is just hold, baby. You got to hold. Hold. And again, this is not financial advice. Make sure you're doing your own research, baby. I'm going to do a lot of research, and you could use me. You could lean on me for some of the research, because you already know I got you. And I just don't have it in my heart to leave you uninformed. I don't, and I won't. So what we really waiting for with this, with all this AMC stuff, is we waiting for the margin calls. We waiting for the margin calls. What is a margin call? Take a look at this. A margin call occurs when the value of an investor's margin account falls below the broker's required amount, and then the broker demands a deposit so that it's brought back to the minimum value. If you have an account and it's a margin account just means a loan. It means you have a loan. So if you have, let's say you have a margin account on your stocks, right? On Webull, for example. Let's say that Webull wants you to have $1,000 in your account. And if you do, they'll allow you to borrow $1,000 because they could cover it by selling everything you have in your account. So then you got $2,000 in there, even though you really only got one of your own and then one of theirs. If your account comes all the way back down to $1,000, now Webull is getting to a point where they're at a risk. Because if you lose even more and it goes down to 700, You just lost them money because they can't guarantee that they could get it back because you're under the level, you're under a threshold. So then what they could do when it gets to like, let's call it 1,100, they don't want you going under 1,000 because how they gonna get their 1,000 back if they can't sell everything you have? They give you a margin call and they say you bring this back up all the way to 1,500, all the way to 2,000, or we selling everything in your account. And then guess what? It forces you to basically buy back all of the shares. So then we waiting for the large institutions, the hedge funds and everybody else. We waiting for them to basically have to cover or get margin called. Now, Ace, shout out to you for the super chat. Big Dog said, love your videos, my God. Keep them coming. I got you, family. I got you. Just know. We got 3,000 people in here, basically 2,900 on a Saturday night. Let's talk about it, family. And again, so your boy got to get up out of here. I want you to know that I love y'all. But if you can't handle the heat of these hot stocks, then stay out of the kitchen and